What's up, people? Just recuperating. My son Seth, he called yesterday and asked if I wanted to do anything for Father's Day. Told him no, not really. Don't need no special day for doing what I was supposed to do. I brought 3 kids into the world. I know I made a lot of mistakes as a father, but I tried to be a part of their life and do the best I could with them. I'm all for Mother's Day, but I don't need no Father's Day. The holidays, they bum me out anymore. This world kind of bums me out. Well, not kind of, it really bums me out, but what can you do? I've been trying not to pay much attention to the news anymore. It's just flat out depressing watching the news. They need, every news station should have some good news on there, you know. They should be required to put something on there good. You know, have about 5 minutes dedicated to some good stories. You watch the American news or the local news or the world news, it's just depressing. If it's as depressing as it is for me, I can't imagine how depressing it is for God to look down on us and see how shitty we can be to each other. People doing crazy things, man. I don't know, that little boy they had this little boy that, some kind of math prodigy. And he was saying that at that CERN particle accelerator thing, he was saying that they did something and he thought that we had shifted dimensions or something. And CERN said, you know, something happened that day, but we didn't shift dimensions. Well, how does this little math prodigy know that something happened that day? And then he disappeared for a while, and I mean, he could do all the math that explained what he was trying to say. I don't understand that kind of math. You know, the astrophysics and quantum physics and things like that. But this kid, he understands that kind of math. He's one of those people that are just born with a very rare gift of math. And he was saying we had shifted dimensions, and then you get into the, you know, all these, what do they call it, the Mandela effect. You know, things that used to be like the cornucopia and the Fruit of the Loom underwear that all the fruit was in on the tag. It's not there no more, and they say it never was, but I know damn good and well it was. So do a lot of other people. And what this kid was saying is that we had shifted dimensions. It wasn't a huge shift, and he was trying to explain it the best he could, but somebody's brain like me don't really understand it. The way he was explaining it, we had shifted dimensions, but it was a slight shift, so things are they're different than they would have been if we wouldn't have shifted dimensions. And I don't know, maybe he's right, because it just seems that, I'm bipolar, high anxiety, manic depressive bipolar, PTSD. And, I used to think I was crazy. And I guess I am, but I look around now and I'm thinking, man, this world has just gone off the rails. People have lost their damn minds. And when somebody like me's saying that and noticing that, things have gotten bad. People have just gone crazy. And it can really be overwhelming sometimes. Very depressing sometimes. Young man, you better slow down. God. I'm doing 70 and he's doing over 100 easy on his motorcycle. Better slow down. Well, I was young and I was the one doing over 100 on a bike at one time. I guess that's what young people do. You find the closer you get to the grave, the more you appreciate life. I don't know, it seems I'm more depressed than not anymore, and I try to always think of positive things and try to stay positive. And I kind of pulled back from watching the news because it's just, like I said, it's just damn depressing. Seeing just how shitty human beings can be to each other. Kind of makes you feel like, what the hell am I even sticking around this place for anyways? But I got no choice to stick around until the good Lord decides it's my time to go. I've tried taking my life in the past. Drove into a tree one time, head on into a tree. Forgot to turn the damn airbag off. I took my seatbelt off, but I forgot about the airbag. Cut my wrist one time real bad too, real bad. Still can't feel my fingers in that left hand, right? But that's not an option anymore. It's a permanent solution for a temporary problem. The way I look at it now, I've been fighting my whole damn life, I've fighting my whole damn life. There ain't no sense in laying down at the finish line, I'll finish the race. Only God has the right to decide when it's our time. So I will go in God's time, not my time. Look at these assholes. Look at that. I'm doing 75. we had over where me and Nate grew up at the McDonald's. This girl working there, and the manager told her she wanted her to take the grease out. I can remember doing that when I was a kid working fast food. Every once in a while they changed that grease out, and this girl threw a fit. She's working fast food, but she thought she was too good to take the grease out. And she called her mommy up. Mommy come up and flipped out, and the manager pulled out a gun and shot the mother and daughter. All that over some grease. I mean, come on. Number one, the girl working fast food, that's your job. Take the grease out. Number two, calling mommy. Then mom goes up there, raises hell, getting aggressive with the manager. Daughter's got to learn to take care of herself. Then number three, the manager pulls out a gun and shoots both of them. One of them died. Ain't no reason to shoot nobody. It was all three in the wrong. But now one person's dead. One girl ain't got a mother. And manager's going to prison over some fucking grease at a fast food job. Gee whiz, man. I mean, all that explains why back in the day, you get your owner's manual. It tell you how to adjust the timing and everything on your vehicle, adjust the valves. Now it tells you don't drink the battery juice. People have gotten just stupid. Muy stupido. Stupid, man. And the shit that people flip out over, it don't make no damn sense to me. Well, it does. The only thing that makes it all make sense to me is spiritual warfare. The devil is working overtime. It is most definitely spiritual warfare. I don't know, man. They said Elon Musk is a trillionaire. The first trillionaire. That's 1,000 stacks of $1 billion. $1 billion 1,000 times. You know what I would do if I had that kind of money? And I swear this is exactly what I would do. Every city, every major city in the United States would have a hospital-sized building. And that building would be in everything under one roof building. You would have shelter for homeless people. You would have shelter for abused women, abused men. You would have mental health facilities there, alcohol and drug treatment facilities there, career services, teach you a trade or something to get you a good job. It'd be a place for people to go that were down and wanted to get back up, It wouldn't be a place for people to go that wanted to just show up drunk and high every night and have a place to crash and eat. I mean, but if you were serious about wanting to get your life together, it'd be a place you could go. That's what I would do if I had $1 trillion. Be in one-stop shop for all the down and out people. Have a food bank in there. People donate food to it, all over the city, and I'd have so much money every month going into the food bank, and people didn't have food could go and try to get some food there, and that's what I would do if I had $1 trillion. And then, it would cost money to pay all the people that work there. You can get volunteers for a lot of it, but psychiatric help, you're going to need licensed psychotherapists and licensed drug and alcohol counselors and people that really know what they're doing. But that's what I would do. I swear that's what I would do if I had $1 trillion. I'm not knocking any church. I think as long as you're going to church and you're trying to better yourself and have a relationship with God, it's a good thing. But I can remember thinking one time when I was a little boy, they pass around a collection basket. I was born and raised Catholic, and I'm not by any means knocking that religion. I'm just saying I was born and raised Catholic, and I understand the collection basket. Like our church, they built a new church, and the church had a mortgage on it, and the lights got to stay on, and so the parishioners donate money so that all that stuff can be provided for. But then they passed around a little bitty bucket, little bitty cardboard thing, and it was for the poor. And I can remember thinking, at the time, the Catholic Church was the richest organization in the world. You got things in the Vatican that you can't really even put a price on. And all the parishioners that they have worldwide, you've got people that work in every trade, every field. And I remember thinking, you're collecting this little cardboard box for the poor and the hungry, people starving in the world. Well, that's a good thing. But you literally have the money and the parishioners that if you truly wanted to end world hunger, it's within the church's means to do so. I don't know, every time I go into a church, I feel people looking at me and judging on me, and I have to put that Outlaw's Prayer up by Johnny Paycheck on my community post with this video. That's what I feel like. I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in God. I talk with God. I pray. But organized religion, I got a problem with it. I think all religions start out for God. And over time, man changes the rules to fit his own needs. And I could name some things in the church that are examples of that. One of the things is, you got the story in the Bible of Moses coming down off Mount Arafat, and the people are praying to the golden calf. That's idolatry. When the Romans occupied Israel and the Israelites were under Roman law, that's why the Israelites rebelled, because the Romans hung a Roman eagle up on the temple. It's idolatry. You're not supposed to pray to graven images. You're not supposed to have those images in your church. And I remember when I was a kid, you know, people praying to Saint this, kneeling down, praying to statues of Saint this, Saint that. Saint hit you with the wiffle ball bat, you know, and it's idolatry. You're not supposed to kneel down and pray to statues. You're not supposed to pray to statues like that. Marriage. The Bible says the only reason a man can divorce his wife is for adultery. The church hands out annulments and divorces for all kinds of things nowadays. And the rules were changed. Or the Sabbath day. They went from the Julian to the Gregorian calendar. And the Sabbath, anybody that's trying to observe the Sabbath, they're told it's on Sunday. The Sabbath is really on Saturday. And so people that are trying to observe it aren't even observing it on the right day. That's just a few examples. God institutes religion, and then man changes the rules to fit his own needs, and it becomes something that it wasn't meant to be. That's why a lot of times I like the Orthodox better, because the Orthodox tends to be more the way God intended it to be. I guess the bottom line is anytime you got human beings involved in something, it's not going to be perfect, because God in heaven knows none of us are perfect. That's why I don't understand why we spend so much time judging on each other. Because ain't none of us perfect. We're all sinners. We just sin in different ways. I don't know. Well, I'm going to hop off here. I just wanted to drop in and say hi. I'll put that Outlaw's Prayer up on my community post. Well, I hope you're all having a blessed day. And all the friends I've made on here, I know I don't get on as much as I used to, but y'all do matter to me. Just got a lot on my heart lately. Trying to work through it and deal with it the best I can. But much love to all of you.